will you say that we have the right regulatory measures and mechanisms in place to check these substandard mattresses on our markets? And if we do, why are we still having these things on our markets then?
Well, I think I'll give it to the agency or the authority. I think they have the mechanism. I think they have the men. They have the guys doing the job. Yes. When we look at even recently when this issue came up, they have issued a directive that they go into the market to, confiscate, retrieve all these mattresses that are unapproved.
Hold on. No, I know you. I know where you're driving to. But there's a concern.
Yes.
And the concern stems from the fact that somewhere in November 2024, the Ghana Standards Authority told us that they have gotten intelligence of substandard mattresses on our market, and that we're going to clamp down on it. November 2024.
Yeah.
As we speak right now, they've issued another statement for the 30th of September.
And still nothing has been
that they are going to clamp down on these things.
So I was going to come to the point
David,
where I said...
in fact, before Nana proceeds, I want to read something. Nana said it's not a medical expert, and Dr. Do couldn't join us from CSR. Let me read something from the November 19, 2024 statement of the GSA. And this is the GSA speaking. It says that the Ghana Standard Authority has uncovered some mattress manufacturers are using unauthorized materials, specifically polystyrene, right? Polystyrene instead of the polyurethane to make their product. Now, David, there's an important quotation. It goes to the materials. It's a graphic online story.
Yes.
It says that polyurethane the PU is a synthetic, versatile, durable plastic that is used in a wide range of products. It includes automobile parts, finishing, adhesives, coating, and all that. Now, David, there's also the part they talk about public awareness, and they spoke to one Mr. Deborah from the GS. So Mr. Deborah said that the authority, through a public notice, has reminded the public of the importance of adhering to established standards for mattress to ensure safety and quality. Consumers are advised to avoid purchasing mattresses made from unapproved material as they can jeopardize health and safety. To ensure compliance, GSA mandates the use of approved materials such as the correct one you mentioned and all that. Now, possible hazards. It says that the GSA scientists provided a profile of the dangers associated with the use of the unauthorized materials. Chemical exposure, 1. It can reduce volatile organic compounds when broken down. 2. Flammability. 3. Allergies and sensitivities. Let me read the allergies for you. Say that some individuals may have allergic reactions or sensitivities to the chemicals used in the production of the unauthorized material, leading to skin irritation and respiratory problems. When it comes to the environmental concern, they say that while not a direct environmental hazard, the production and disposal of the unauthorized material can harm the environment, leading to a broader public health implication through pollution and ecosystem disruptions.
Because sometimes when they want to discard or dispose, they burn. Or they just dump it into the environment. And that's how it has a greater effect on us. Leo, you wanted to read something?
Yes, on the same standards. So I'm looking at the document from GSA Act 1078, and it says offenses relating to standards, mark, specification, conformity, and assessment. It says a person who makes a statement or representation, whether in writing or not, or uses a mark which conveys or is likely to convey the impression of that the goods, the process, or the systems complies with the standards, specifications, or makes a statement or representation which in writing or not uses those marks, commits an offense, and you are made to, when you are found culpable, you pay some penalty units or imprisonment terms, or both. What I want to understand is companies like yours are going by the standards, which means making the market a safe space for all of us. When you as a body also see some of these things happening, what does a company like Ashford do to help the GSA to make sure those guys are out? Because 1, it's going to keep us safe, and 2, it's going to make your business grow.
Okay, so I had a question similar to what you just asked. So let me just add my question. My question was in this form that we have mattress production companies that are doing the right thing. Now, the behavior and attitude of these substandard ones could affect what you do. So, are you united, the professional ones, the ones that are doing a good job? Are you united? Do you have like an association of a sort where you make sure that whatever mattress comes onto the market meets the standards.
And making sure this is met.
That's what I wanted to ask, actually.
Right. So thank you very much. And the question is yes. The question is yes because the last encounter with the media where okay, so this is it. You see, when you're asking what are we doing for our theming publics or our theming clientele, is to educate people, is to sensitize people on this. Yes, on the front of going to the GSA, we have gone as a team to Association of Ghana Industries. They moved us further to Standard Authority, and we have had meetings where all of us sat in the room to discuss these issues. In fact, the November story that you are talking about, it came out from where the Standard Authority was reacting to the complaint that we have sent to them, and they went to close down the shop, the factory in Afienya. They went to close down. So you see, we have been working, we are collaborating to work to get this thing resolved. Now, the issue is this. Those other guys who are using unapproved mattresses, trust me, if I tell you that let's go to their factory now today, it's a big deal.
Why?
Yes, because you see, they come here under pretext of we call it free zones, and they come in here. For example, the ones that produces they are supposed to assemble electronics, right, and stuff. The company is supposed to assemble electronics. But behind the offices is where they are making the mattresses.
You know where some of them are.
So the ones we knew, that's where we made we alerted the
Ghana Standards Authority
to go in there because we are not the authority that
can
go in there.
I ask you if you know where they are because if you do know, how much more that regulatory body that has all the machine, the tools at its disposal, how come they are not able to identify some of these?
So these questions, and I'm glad that we are having these conversations because for us as industry players, all we want is that we need to go with fairness because you come here, you are under free zones, they don't pay taxes, they literally, use something.
If you don't come and pay taxes and do blah 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 like you say in an but we have laws.
We have the laws
governing what you have to do and what you don't have to do.
So now the action.
Exactly
so
my point.
The action is the kind of communication that we are having today. First of all, on the front of pushing the or supporting the GSA to implement their own standard, and that the
have you ever heard anything like bribe paying, greasing somebody's palm so that an authority person looks elsewhere?
No, I cannot.
No allegation.
That. I cannot.
I'm just asking. Have you heard any allegation?
No, I cannot speak
David,
to that.
About their grouping, I know they are together. Yesterday, Mr. Bafo of Royal Firm also had to was to join us, but something came up and he couldn't come. Now, David, the last time you had this conversation, you occasioned Leo.
And indeed, that conversation you're talking about, one of the very professional companies producing or doing a very good job.
That's latest.
They called me, and they gave me a sample. I think I brought it to the studios.
Yeah.
They gave me a sample of the mattress that these people are producing.
What's the Yanati?
But
it's a serious thing, and all that we want people to know and understand is this: that yes, GSA, we are charging the GSA to get to the road, hit the road, and then get these people out as they have, put up this directive. We are all doing the.
We're all supporting them, but the point is,
the media is doing
we
a
are
great
told,
job to do that.
Nana, I'm told that behind these factories or companies producing these substandard mattresses are politicians.
Well, so if we are going to,
there are people who are politically tainted persons.
So
the GSA is afraid to attack or touch such persons. We know.
So we are in it with us. We are serving the majority of 35 million Ghanaians, and you and I are passionate. We want to do it. Yeah. I am very happy that Love FM is doing such a great job, and the other sister stations are doing a great job. So let's keep the fight. Today, probably we should have had even a GSA here, to also speak their part. You see, when I was developing the point to say that, yes, from our eyes, there are small eyes, we can see that, okay, there seem to be, some measures being done. However, it is so slow. However, it's like just advising people to do something they are not doing and you are watching. So we are just urging them. We keep urging them. We keep on, going to their doorsteps every now and then. We've written petitions to the Minister for Trade and Industry. We've written to the Association of Ghana Industries. all of us need to come together and fight this. So at the end of the day, you see the story of Galamsey. It started small. When I was going to make a point, I was not belittling the issue. I was just going to tell you how they started just overnight. Because, when they see the loopholes, by the time you say Jack, the guys are just doing, producing all these mattresses.
The production is, yeah.
Nana, yes. I have a couple of questions for you. And most of them, about 5 of them, most of them will start from our conversation. It's not like we've spoken to GSA in our studio for in August. We did the market surveillance ourselves. Leo led the team. So I'll give you questions on that. Ashfoam, as an indigenous company, I spoke to Mr. Bafwese from Royal Foam. Together, how many jobs, or you can speak specifically to Ashfoam, do you provide for people?
Yes, I'll tell you that in our factory in Accra and Kumasi put together, the staff that you see who work in up 4,000.
What?
Yes.
How many are you?
We have 1,200 depots and showrooms across the country. So just multiply.
And those are direct jobs, isn't it?
These are direct jobs.
Indirect jobs are also there.
Indirect jobs, the carpenters who come to buy the product to go and do their foam, their chairs and stuff, the hotels who are using their product, the hospitals, the schools. I mean, it's overwhelming. So, and this is just one aspect of it.
Has the emergence of these activities led to loss of jobs?
Yes.
Can you give us numbers?
You see, the last check in Accra, because your trucks your factory is almost like dead. It's not working, so you have to. Normally, you don't lay them off, because you see, we also think about the human face, the human factor. So when there is no job, and most of the guys who even come for what do you call it? The wage jobs, we just say, okay, you hold on for a period, you take your leave. And can you imagine if you're paying people even on leave? That's a lot of money. So we even put human interest to even our staff, but we have to let them stay out so that we can at least keep the little resource that we have in the moving. And these numbers keep going. The 4,000, you go and maybe we can let 1,000 people say stay home and come. If 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 months, we don't get to call them back.
The last time I checked, Leon, the last time I checked, it was Ashfoam, latest, Royal. There was Comfort. There was Comfort.
There was Quality. There was Comfort, Quality, Extra Foam. Yes, who are all indigenous. Do
you have an association? As you couldn't give a client. Do you have an association fighting this together?
So with the situation that came out, yes, we have formed the association now, and so we go as a coalition.
Yeah.
Yes. But then we need to do registration and other things so it can really be potent.
Okay.
Because just to add to what he's saying, because if you have an association and somebody comes and somebody's not doing what is required of him or her per law, then you have to be shut down. If you're doing the right thing, then you become a member of the association, you become part of the association.
David, I want to show you something. I want to show you something. I will send a video to Joel to show to us. The reason why I'm very particular about it is I have patronized Ashfoam for at least 5 years now. And I'll show you my personal room and some stuff. I will get there. My third question is that you, honestly, you've sat in meetings. I've spoken to your boss, Ironman.
Yeah.
His passion, his commitment. I met him as AFG more. How the thing is worrying him and all that. Do you see that the authorities who are supposed to are committed? I want a yes or no.
For now, on paper, yes, but in practice, no. Because nothing is being done. Just like you did the analysis, November, we closed down 1, 2, and the story ended. Now, in September, just September this year, they issued the directive, and so far, nothing has been done.
Yeah. Chief, I understand the chemicals that they use for, in its raw state is very dangerous.
Okay, so for if you want me to take you to the manufacturing process, it's simple. You see, when you come, we have cold rooms to about 0.0004% degrees, where you have to quarantine or put the chemicals in there. It goes through the process for about 2 weeks, and it takes all the
toxins out.
Okay, it is scientific. So,
are there any regulations to check the inflow of that particular chemical in and out, whether the ones that you are using or the ones that the other people are using?
There are.
So who is?
I'll tell you something. There are. Take just normal. Just take a walk to Ashfoam factory. Yes, you'll be permitted. You can mention me. Just take and work, and you will see that even the bonded warehouses that we keep these things, it's under lock and key by the GRA. And before they will give it to you. It's procedural. You may see the factory sitting there as maybe people just doing. You need to go take it. You need to go through the process. And Standard Authority, they walk into your offices regularly to see whether you are following or conforming to the standard.
So what I come back to the question that David was asking, and that's why I wanted to build this systematically. That even when you want to use your product for production, the authority must come in and supervise it.
Yeah.
Therefore,
even the key. Sorry, from the keys.
Exactly.
You cannot just have access. The keys are with them.
It's like voting. The ballot box
until it
has
is open.
seals.
Exactly, it's sealed.
So how possible is it that people will produce bring in the
chemical which is not
into
approved,
the country, produce and nobody sees? Now, David, my phone question to you is that